Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about happiness and hexing and stuff like that. I do want to remind you all that I'm not some like professional YouTuber. I am demonic magic expert. I am an author. I am a professor, but I'm definitely not a YouTuber. So if I try to get these videos down in like one shot and that's it. If I say or I'm thinking out loud, then that's it. Like I don't use a teleprompter or any editing bullshit like that. So I apologize if some of my videos seem a little, you know, amateur. But I did want to talk about one issue that seems to be plaguing some of my students, and that would be the line between hexing and happiness. So I do believe that hexing has a certain power to it. Like there is a certain power, there's a certain greatness to taking your power back. Certainly in demonic magic, you do not want to let anyone run over you ever. And don't let them. You can be happy, but don't let anyone just make you a doormat. And if somebody attempts to, and it's in the wrong, and they certainly are coming after you, then you check them at the door. You just say, no, motherfucker, this is cross me again. This is about to go down, and that's fine. But I want you all to make sure that this is done when somebody genuinely is coming after you. There is a certain peace and happiness. And happiness, let me tell you something. Happiness is power. To be fully content, which most people are not, is a power that is just unparalleled. But happiness is power. And if you let every little thing take away from your happiness, then you are intentionally taking away from your power. There's some things that you just need to let go. And certain things obviously deserve a hex. Of course they do. But you need to make sure that you are striving in your daily life to be happy. Happiness is power. Being content is power. Because that is something that most people don't have. Most people are not content. Most people are not happy. And that's why they're such shitbags. Don't be a shitbag. Don't be somebody that's miserable and angry that someone else is doing well. Don't be somebody who's so miserable that you are angry that someone else is happy. And if somebody else is giving you shit because you're happy, let it go. Fuck them. Who gives a fuck? It's not a reason to hex. If they're treating you bad because they are miserable, shitty people, and I don't want to say treating you bad, but like if they're excluding you or not talking to you as much because you are living your best life, not everything deserves a hex. Don't get too hex happy, because while hexes are very powerful and very important, they can distract you from your own happiness if you're doing them too often for things that are too little of offenses. Let me tell you something. People are always going to try to keep you down. There's this term, it's not even a term, but it's like a little allegory, a little story that my husband talks about crabs in a pot. Like when people are boiling crabs. If one crab is trying to get out, the other crabs will pull that one crab in, because they don't want that crab to get out. And that's what a lot of people do. When they find one person who is finding happiness, they'll try to just shit on their joy. If you are if you are working towards your purpose and you are working in your happiness and you are happy and you're where you feel like you need to be, and somebody doesn't align with that and has opinions about that, it doesn't mean that it's hex worthy. It just means that they're a miserable piece of shit. And those people you should feel pity on. But don't waste your time. Don't waste your time worrying about hexing somebody for every little tiny minor thing. Not everyone is going to be happy for your happiness. You'll find out that some people absolutely are content with spreading their misery and content with shitting on your dreams. And when you find that, and when you find those people and you discover that your friend, certain friends are like that, when you are on your path or you share your views and they start shitting on them, then to step away from them. It doesn't always mean that it's hex worthy. It doesn't always mean that you need to fuck them up. You need to understand that your value doesn't come from others' acceptance. Not everyone needs to accept you, or not everyone needs to include you or even love you for you to matter. You already matter if you're on this path. You already are a huge you are already in a huge way loved and accepted and protected by Lucifer if you're already on this path. You don't need everyone's acceptance. You don't need to hex everyone who doesn't make you feel wanted. It doesn't make you feel loved. You just move on from them. So I want to, again, encourage you to move past people who aren't 100% for you. Leave them behind. Don't try to convert them. Don't try to hex them. Don't try to... Don't waste your time trying to make them see the value in you that Lucifer already does. Move on and stick with the tribe and stick with the people who make you feel wanted and loved already. Because that is where you belong. That's where you should be. That's where you should be investing your energy. Again, if somebody is intentionally attacking you, coming at you unprovoked, hex the shit out of them. Give them the worst you got, But just remember that not everyone is going to be happy that you find your happiness on this path. So, fuck them. Just let them go. By letting them go and just ignoring them and putting them in your past, you're going to find so much more power because you're spending more time focused on your own purpose and your own goals. So, again, stick with the people who love you. I wouldn't worry about trying to convert others who don't. If they don't see the value in you already, that Lucifer already does, then fuck them. Fuck them. Forget them. Put them in the past. Move on. There's no reason to feel hurt or shame over who you are or what you believe or your views on anything. Don't waste your time. If they don't accept you, if they don't love you for who you are, fuck them, leave them behind. There's no reason to, and the reason for doing this video is a lot of students have asked me, should I hex this person? Should I try to sway them? Should I try to do spells to get them to believe? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't worry about magically trying to convince someone. When you are living your purpose and you are living your happiness, you are living your truth, people will naturally become interested and naturally gravitate towards you. It certainly has happened in my own life. Just make sure that you're brave enough to walk away from those who don't believe in you. And make sure that you're brave enough to stand up for the religion you believe in. Be brave enough to stand up for Father. And be brave enough to stand up for yourself. Don't worry about what others think about you. Most people are miserable. Most people don't know their own purpose. I challenge you to find your purpose and to find what makes you happy and to live proudly as a Luciferian, to live proudly as a witch, and to not hide and to not worry about the validations of others who are non-believers. I love you guys, and I'll see you around. Bye.